Mark J. Larson Outdoors here. I'm just going to walk you through how I do some tanning here. I said I wasn't really going to do much for tanning videos. I mean, I said I might do some, but I'm just going to give you the way I do it. I'm not going to get real in-depth into it because, like I said, there's a lot better channels out there doing it, and you could learn a lot more by watching them. But I'm just going to do, I got 2 more fox to do here before I start into my coyotes. I just want to show you how I set it up and the way that the routine that I go through to get a hide from start to finish. I probably won't show you a lot of the fleshing. I might show you just a little bit of starting it, but other than that, I'll show you how I stretch them, how I pickle them, how I neutralize them, how I put the tanning solution on, how I break them, and things like that. So what I have here in my barrel here, I got 4 gallons of water. I'm making a 4-gallon pickle, and for a 4-gallon pickle, I got this from another taxidermy video that I watched. They use 1 pound of salt per gallon of water, and then 3 ounces of citric acid for 4 ounces or 4 gallons of water. So I have the 4 pounds of salt in here and the 3 ounces of citric acid. I just have them mixed in here. I already weighed them. So I'm going to go ahead and put them into the water. You just stir it up so it's mixed well, get all the clumps broken down. Just get it mixed in there real good. So it's all dissolved. It's all dissolved. Looks good. I have 2 fox here. I just took them out of the freezer, so they're still froze. I like to put them in the pickle right after I bring them out of the freezer, so that way as they thaw, you don't have any slippage. You don't have, it'll puff up the skin and set the hair, and then that way and you can leave them in that pickle as long as you're doing it. You take them out, flesh on them, and you got something to do, put it back in the pickle, and it will not damage your hides. So I got these 2 fox here that are going to go in there. I'm just going to set them in there right now and let them soak that up. And when they thaw, I'll probably wait a few hours, then I'll come back down and then I'll weight them down to make sure they're underneath there. But I'm just going to let them soak that up and thaw out for right now. And then the next step tomorrow will be probably neutralizing or fleshing. So we'll see what happens there, and I'll put that video on at the end of this one, and I'll just keep going in stages until I'm at the finished, and then I'll show you the end product. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There's going to be more to this video. It's hopefully they turn out good, because usually when I tape something or video something like this, I have problems. But if I do it without taping it, then it goes smooth. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll have all the luck from you guys, and this will work out good. We'll see you in a little bit. Everybody, we're back here doing the tanning. I just want to show you where I'm at. Here's one of the fox here. I got him on the 2-inch fleshing beam, and it's actually working pretty good. Got him on there. Got the cartilage cut out of the ears, everything. I got this one in salt right now, so what I'm going to do is flush the rest of the salt off. This is the first salting of this one. Over here's the other one. That one's in salt too. Where I'm at to this process so far is, you saw me put them into the citric acid pickle, and then after I took them out of that, I flushed them the first time, which I didn't film that. Like I said, I figured if I filmed it, it would probably, I would cut a hole in it or something. But and I have this. This is, I told you, a 2-inch screwed onto my regular flushing beam here. I had to put it up on a little bit of a barrel there to raise it up high enough to where, like when I press up against it, it's right at chest level, so I can flush. But it's working really good. So what I'm going to do now, or where I'm at right now, is that I took them out of the pickle, flushed them once, put them back into the pickle overnight while I let them just stay in the pickle after I had all the flesh off of them. And then the next day I took them out, hung them up before I went to work, come home, and then I washed them really good with some Dawn dish soap. I'm going to put the camera up here so you can see. I'm going to go ahead and turn this one while I'm at it, just so you can see that. But wash them really good with some Dawn dish soap. Then I put them into the baking soda solution to neutralize the acid. I don't even measure it. I just pour baking soda into this barrel, spray it with the hose, get it all diluted, all dissolved, and then I put them back into that for a little bit, and just let them sit in there for 20 minutes or so. 15, 20 minutes. You don't want to leave them in there that long. You just want to neutralize that acid. So then I took them out of there, hung them back up. I rinsed them real good with the spray, with the hose. Rinsed them off real good to the drain till all the stuff was out of them, all the soap, all the everything, and baking soda, and let them dry off. Let them drip dry off, and then once they were fairly dry, I did that. I let them hang there with the fur side out so the fur would have time to dry. Then I shook them out. Then what I did is last night I put them in the salt. I covered the entire hide with salt, all the way down the tail, everything like that. I want to show you a little tip I have for pulling these legs out. Just stick your finger in there like that, and pull them out. And I take a little piece of PVC, and this works so much easier, especially on fox that have small front legs, and then just don't get overly anxious with it. Just, you can feel it in there, and just go ahead and just push them out like that. You don't want to get pushing on it too hard, because these fox are so thin-skinned, and that's why I didn't really want to do a lot of video of the fleshing part, because I figured I'd put some holes in it, but I actually did a really good job. I mean, it took me some time, and it took me longer than it would take most people, I'm sure, to get these fleshed, but I did a good job, didn't poke any holes. See, that leg's completely through now. So I'll put that on the beam after I'm done fleshing the salt off of that one. And I'll flesh the salt off one more time. And then what I'm going to actually do is, after I flesh that salt off of there, I'm going to mix up a batch of salt brine in here. It's going to be, I think it's 1 pound of salt, or a half a pound of salt per gallon of water. I'm going to put it in there. And for fox, you don't want to let them stay in there very long. I'm using this tanning solution here. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this one. This is what I'm saying. And it says on the bottle, most everything else you want to let soak in that salt solution for 8 to 12 hours, but for fox it says 15 minutes. So I don't put it in there very long. So then once they're done soaking out of there, I'll pull them out, rinse them off. I'll hang them up again, fur side out, to let it drip off. And then tomorrow I'll take them out and I'll reverse it skin side out, and then let it dry a little bit, and then when it starts to dry and you can stretch it to see that white, then I'll put the tanning solution on. And I'll have another video. This is going to be part 1, and then when I start putting the tanning solution on, and I'll show you how that works, that'll be part 2. So until I get to part 2, this will be the end of this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.